So with all of the protests occurring on college campuses across the country recently, and one of them being at UC Irvine, which happens to have a nuclear reactor on the campus, and people took over a building literally with 0.2 miles away from the building that houses their nuclear reactor, it started me thinking about the safety of these reactors on campuses. So then I started wondering how many college campuses in the United States have nuclear reactors, and I looked it up. So I'm going to give you the list here. I'm going to count them off: Idaho State University, Kansas State, MIT, North Carolina State, Ohio State, Oregon State, Pennsylvania State, Purdue University, Reed College, Rensselaer Polytechnic, Rhode Island Nuclear Science Center, Texas A&M. Now that says twice. They must have two of them at Texas A&M, so I'm going to count them as one. University of California, Davis, University of California, Irvine, University of Florida, University of Maryland, University of Massachusetts at Lowell, University of Missouri, Columbia. Then it says University of Missouri S&T, so I don't know if that's the same campus or different campus. I'm going to call that the same. University of New Mexico, University of Texas at Austin, I'm up to 20 now. University of Utah, University of Wisconsin, and Washington State University. So that's 23, unless those other two campuses are separate campuses. It's potentially up to 25 that house nuclear reactors. And they're not very big, most of them, but I think, what was it? UC Davis's was like 1 megawatt, which is fairly significant. You could power a lot of houses with a megawatt of power, but it just got me concerned about the safety of having these on campus when there's all kinds of protests happening. So maybe something that people need to look into, and at minimum have an understanding of where they are. And this list, if you Google it, I'm going to do it right now because I copy pasted it to a notepad, but I think it was some energy center in Idaho. Let me see. College campuses with nuclear reactors. The document I got this from it's called neup.gov, and it's neup.inl.gov. It says university reactors, and that's where I got the list from. And that's NEUP stands for Nuclear Energy University Program. And they've got different kinds of fuels in these. I don't know what they really mean, but one is AGN, one says Triga, one says plate fuel, one says Polestar, and that looks critical facility at Rensselaer. Let's see, I don't know what AGN and all that stuff means, but or Triga or any of that stuff, but different types of reaction, I guess. But like I said, it's kind of concerning that there's 23 or 25 campuses across America that have nuclear reactors on them. And you know, I remember seeing the University of Chicago has a nuclear reactor also, and I don't see it on this list, so I'm going to look that up. University of Chicago nuclear reactor. Yeah, it shows the University of Chicago News. First nuclear reactor explained. It was created on December 2nd, 1942. So that's the other thing about this, is a lot of these are very old, and not sure how modern the technology is or safe it is, or what they could do if they want to relocate or dispose of it. I'm not sure that you even could, but so that list that I first gave you does not have Chicago on it, so there must be more than 23. And I'm not sure, what is it, the Nuclear Regulatory Commission or something like that? Maybe they have a better Yeah, Nuclear Regulatory Commission, college campuses with reactors. Let's see if that comes up. It's still that site that I already looked at. Operating reactors, nrc.gov. I'm going to look and see what that one says. United States Nuclear Regulatory Commission. How we regulate operating reactors. I don't see anything on here about college. Anyway, something to dig into, especially if your student goes to one of those schools. Kind of weird.